Hi there, welcome to Big VTV. Great to have you with us. State champ men, one game down, one to go, maybe two to go, but certainly with what we saw from Ringwood on the weekend, if they come out and do that again this week, there's one to go, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you. Did you go to the game, Jeff?
I was there. I got to pay $10 entry because the Ringwood lady wouldn't accept my pass.
You had to pay to get in?
I had to pay to get in.
No, surely not.
Yeah.
Steve-O, you're in charge of that stuff.
No, didn't even
I got pulled up as well. I got
pulled up.
I got like 473 Big V passes, right?
Yeah.
I just hand them out in the crowd. No, listen, I got pulled up as well.
I got pulled up as well. It's not good.
Well, hang on, what happened to you?
Pay.
Oh, I set up yours.
Well, you must be some big
I set up
name.
yours and then paid.
Big name.
Jeffo said, don't you know who I am?
Yeah. I said no.
That's right.
We'll invoice Ringwood for a refund.
Yeah, great,
That'd be
fantastic. Ringwood 95 to Freddie Cryo Bay 70. Matty Fennell. Look, I've been speaking about Matty Fennell for a number of weeks now. I just think he is in awesome form. He's a great guy. Came out, had 27 in this one, 7 rebounds, 2 steals. He dropped 5 triples.
Yep.
He just could not miss. Logan Lyle had 17 points. He was 5 of 6 from downtown early in the game.
Yeah.
After half time.
First quarter.
I was going to say, after half time, really didn't see him, to be honest with you.
No.
But his first half, probably his first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was sitting there saying to the bloke I was with, I was just saying, you know, he's been very quiet in his entire final series, and then he just comes out and goes
Bang.
whack, whack, whack.
And it was, they were severe
got
whacks
off to a
too.
great start.
Nate Champion had 16 points, 6 assists, 6 steals. He's a champion.
Yeah.
That's why they call him that. Trevon Clayton, 16 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists for Cryo Bay. Louis Varley came off the bench for 16 points. Jason Reardon, 4 of 21 on the night. And he's not going to shoot that badly against Steve-O, I'm telling you.
No, he won't. 2 of 15 from 3, and probably a host of them were just long jacks, trying to get his team back in the game, give him something. Did provide on other aspects, 14 rebounds and 5 assists, so didn't go down not trying, but it wasn't to be his night for Jason Reardon.
Hicksy, you going?
In addition to just Dondre Walker turned his ankle. Missed probably half the game. Obviously, stay tuned for his sort of...
I'm hearing that he may not play this week.
Okay, well, there you go.
So he's, put it this way,
Yep.
he's 50-50.
Okay.
50-50 at the moment. Hicksy copped a third foul early in this game. So we didn't get... In fact, I think in the first half we saw him for about 6 minutes. That was about it. I think that impacted heavily on Correa. I thought the third foul was ordinary.
The block charge.
I just don't think that was the right call. But anyway, that's fine. I'm not out there. The refs are a lot closer than what I am, and everyone's entitled to maybe a different look on the game, Jeffo.
Well, it's...
Did you see the foul?
I saw the foul. I had a great angle. It was definitely a block.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I mean, it's weird. Everyone seems to like Marlo Hicks except the referees. And it was a very similar situation to Game 1 against Eltham.
Yeah.
Marlo got into early foul trouble. Cryo Bay kind of, lost the plot. The wheels fell off, and Ringwood just pulled away.
Yep.
And Cryo Bay have got to keep their head in the game because, to be honest, it just looked like they spat the dummy a little too easy.
Well, and not a lot was being changed up.
No.
I thought Ringwood just played to perfection, Steve-O. They did everything right. They rode the momentum shifts really, really well. Willie Weimer, speaking of really well, Willie Weimer came off the bench. He's just come out and drained 2 threes.
Yeah.
Just a couple of times down the floor, bang, bang. And at one stage, they were going at 60%, 12 of 20 from the arc.
Yeah, they're ridiculous numbers, and if you shoot like that, you're generally going to be a very, very, very good chance to win the game.
What we can promise you is Cryo Bay on their own turf. Let's not forget, and you saw this game, let's not forget that in Game 1 against Eltham, at Eltham, the final score probably flattered Cryo Bay. They were terrible.
Yeah, it was much like this game.
Yep, and they went home on their own turf against Eltham. And spanked them twice.
Yeah.
So don't write them off, Steve-O. I know that you said Saturday night this is Ringwood's to lose now.
Of course.
But don't write Cryo Bay off. They will be up and about for this game.
No, certainly they will be. And I mean, you look at their performance at Ringwood, their shooting performance. They're not going to do that again. So you go home, you feel a lot more comfortable, and who knows, you can steal 2 games, just like that, and you win the championship.
What's it going to take? And we should go back to 2014. Ringwood went down there 1 down and won both. So they know how to win on the road down at Crow Bay during finals. Don't worry about that. What's it going to take for Ringwood to win this weekend? Other than much the same.
Well, I think what they've got to do, they've got to get a good start. You get a good start in Corio and hope for the dummy split to come.
Yep.
And I think Ringwood can do it.
I had a few people on Saturday night, and it's very, very easy to sink the boots into a team when they're not playing well.
Yeah.
But I had a few people sending me messages saying that Corio Bay, and I'm only passing this on because Corio Bay 19-3, they're a bloody good team.
Yeah.
Passing on, the messages coming through saying Corio Bay's got no depth. They've got no depth, Steve-O. That's the perception out there in Big V land. I don't necessarily agree with that because Lewis Varley, who's their first cab off the bench, very, very good.
Well, that's right. Varley played his role, had 16 points on the weekend as the 6th man. But if you take Dondre Walker out of the unit, Varley's probably the first guy in the starting 5. Then you're relying on players 6, 7, and 8 to step up, which showing last weekend they didn't have.
So you saying that maybe the criticism out there for Crow Bay is right?
Well, it's reasonable for people to think that, whether they do or whether they don't. They may not show it often enough. That's probably why.
So their top 5, their starting 5 has to fire this weekend?
Yes.
100%.
Okay. But, by the way, I'll just reach down here.
Stan, what are you pulling out?
This is what they're playing for.
This is what they're playing for, mate.
Oh.
I don't exactly know what it is, but this is what they're playing for. Apparently this is Andrew Gazer's hand. Is that right?
Gaze
is that his hand?
That's correct. Perfectly moulded. Looks nothing like yours, as you can see.
He's got a bit bigger hand than I have, but that's what they're playing for.
That's it.
This weekend, amongst some medals and rings, championship rings, all that sort of stuff. How's it going to unfold? Who's going to win?
I think...
Can I put this down?
You can. It's a bit heavy, isn't it?
Corio will get game 2 and...
Corio to get game 2.
And the veterans of Ringwood will bounce back in game 3, led by Snowy.
How were the veterans on Saturday night? Snowy,
Incredible.
8 dimes, fantastic. Willie off the bench, big swinging Willie. He was very, very good on the weekend.
Well, that's right. They started hot with their starting 5, Lyle, Champion hitting a few trays, and it just didn't stop there. Willie came off the bench, 2 more, and that's all they needed to do too, because the game was pretty much in their hands, and Willie could sit down and prepare for game 2 and 3 if needed.
So you're saying Corio tied up Saturday night?
Yep.
Ringwood wins it Sunday.
Yeah. Lock it in.
Lock it in. Okay, all right, Steve-O, give us your rundown.
Probably going something similar. I think Corio Bay will win game 2. We lock it up at 1 apiece. Obviously, momentum swings back into Corio Bay's favour, but before last week, I would have said momentum was a little bit in Corio Bay's favour already. So I think Ringwood can buck the trend and win in game 3.
Well, that's not going a little bit like Jeffro. That's going exactly like Snowy.
No, I didn't say Snowy would star in game 3. I think it'd be
you don't think he will?
Team performance.
Oh, right, okay.
Snowy will carry him.
He's very good.
He's a fan favourite in the bar, I can tell you
Yeah,
that right
he's
now.
very, very good. I think Ringwood can stitch this up on Saturday night. Based on what I saw on the weekend, and Corio Bay, different team at home. They're 19-3 regular season. I know they're a great team. We saw them against Eltham come out bang bang at home. Ringwood fears no team. They fear no man.
Yeah.
They fear no opponent. They don't worry. Don't get me wrong. Sure, they do some work on the opposition, but they go in there worrying about what they're doing on the night. They focus on what they're there to do. I thought Kenny coached fantastically Saturday night.
Yeah.
Just called timeouts at the right time, made the subs at the right time, read the game really, really well.
Kept the boys fresh as well.
It kept them, absolutely. I need a good reason to tip against them, Steve-O, and I haven't got a good reason to tip against them. I've tipped against them the whole bloody final series, and they've proven me wrong. I'm sticking with them. They know how to win down there. Steve, they're a unit.
They are. But
They're a team.
You're not sticking with them after you've just said you've tipped against them all final series.
Well, I'm jumping on board.
And I know you've been called out by a few Hawks fans by your.
A few might have given me a bit of a razz up, but that's okay. That's all right. That's all right.
Getting on board when they've got one game to win a chip.
And knowing my luck, I'll go down there this weekend and Crow Bay will win both. Now, speaking of which, there's going to be live coverage again this Saturday and Sunday if needed.
Yep.
I'm looking for a co-commentator.
Are you?
For this weekend.
Special guest.
I'm looking for a special guest to join me in the commentary position.
Yep.
I'd like to put a call out. Can I put a call out to someone? Because I want to see if this person's... Can I do this on Big V TV?
Are you looking for a particular person?
I'm looking for a gun.
Okay.
I'm looking for a person who knows their stuff, because obviously I don't, right?
Clearly, yeah.
Thanks very much, Steve-o. You know who I'd love to have join me in the commentary box this week?
Who would you love?
Casey.
No, I don't think Gazy will be available. I'm putting a SOS, because I can't do it by myself. I'm putting an SOS commentary position for this week's grand finals out to the most well-known, most highly respected, and probably the best player that Geelong has ever produced in basketball, Steve. Ever.
Yep.
Goes by the name of Paul Hutchison. I want Hutchie to come and join me this week. Are we allowed to get Hutchie on board this week?
Yep.
All
right. Cross the T's, dot the I's.
Fantastic.
Sign it off.
Rightio.
Yeah, sure.
So to all of our friends down there along Geelong, Crow Bay, down along the Great Ocean Road, Hutchie is a synonymous figure down there. They've got billboards up there of Hutchie still. He won't let them take them down. Hutchie, we're sending out the message to you, mate. I want you sitting beside me in the commentary booth this Saturday and Sunday if needed. I don't need to turn you into a star. You're already a star. You'll probably help me become a star. That's how good you are. Hutchie, commentary box this week. Is that all right? Can we do that?
Yeah, go for it.
Did you think I was going to ask you? Did you? Is that
No,
what
I'm
you
not
thought?
going to Geelong.
Okay, so I'm the only one going for Ringwood Saturday night by the sounds of it.
Yes.
They won by 25 on the weekend, Steve. I'm not
Aware
sure.
of
Did
that.
you see that game?
Yeah, I may or may not have been at that game. So
Dondre Walker's 50-50.
Yep.
And you don't think Ringwood's a chance Saturday night?
Well, when you lose a star, everyone steps up and they do it for the team. You just never know. And Walker might be
And
back
he's still
for Sunday.
50-50.
Okay, all right. So both of you guys are saying Crow Bay will hoist that trophy that I just held up before. Will hoist it. No, you're saying Ringwood, but they'll do it on Sunday.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. There you go.
Crow Bay
All right.
first place, 19-3 for a reason.
All right, so no one's tipping Crow Bay to win the championship. That's what we're saying.
That's what we're saying.
Okay, all right. September 24, Steve-o, get it done. What's going on?
September 24, the Big V Awards night. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. Probably not. But it's
could've
Etihad
dusted
Stadium.
You could have dusted it before you put it up there.
It's clean.
Is it?
Very clean.
Okay.
Etihad Stadium, 24th of September. Tickets bigv.com.au. Make sure you bring your friends too. Table of 10 now available.
Get on board. Good luck to both teams this week. This is what it's all about. We love it. This is the time of year that you need to get out there and pack the stadium. The Chook Shed will be rocking Saturday night. Make no mistake about that. Hutchie, get in contact with me, mate. We want you in the commentary box this week. All the fans will love that. We'll see you next week to wrap it all up and the season on Big V TV.